to be able to sacrifice for the well-being of others, to put others' needs before my own needs. This is the true mark of Christianity. My dear friends, on this 32nd Sunday of the year, the Gospel reading is taken from St. Mark chapter 12, verses 38 to 44. What a beautiful story of this poor widow contributing all she had in the form of 2 coins into the treasury. Jesus, toward the end of his life, as he continues his journey to Jerusalem, is more observant than speaking. And here we have Jesus sitting opposite to the temple treasury, watching the people contribute to the treasury. And he observes keenly, observing even rich people paying large sums of money. And then here comes an unexpected poor widow putting in 2 copper coins. Jesus calls his disciples to his side and points out to her and says, "Look, this widow has contributed more than anyone else." Yes, my dear friends, giving is an essential part of our religious practice. The more we give, the more we are religious. In fact, for us Catholics, as we celebrate Mass every day, the priest takes the host, he takes the chalice in his hands, and he says, he took the bread, blessed it, broke it, and gave it to his disciples. Likewise, he took the chalice in his hand, blessed it, gave thanks again, and gave it to his disciples. Yes, the whole process of Jesus redeeming us was giving his life for us. And the best way to see the poor widow's offering of all she had to the temple is the self and total offering of Jesus for our salvation. Someone has said, the true religion can be measured as to the use of money. Yes, money is a precious commodity, and so is time for modern man. And the more we are disposed to offer these 2 precious commodities to God and to our fellow human beings, the more enriched we are. I like to remember what St. John the Math, our holy founder, the founder of the Trinitarians, did. He who was a great professor at this prestigious University of Paris in the late Middle Ages, seeing the suffering of the Christian captives, he left his job and embraced a way of life, trying to rescue and liberate the captives who were captured by the Moors. In order to collect enough money and means, first he exhorted his own brothers that they set aside all the sources of their income into 3 equal parts. The first part always being set aside for the ransoming price of the Christian captives. The second part set aside for works of mercy, and the third part for the self-sustenance of the brothers. What a noble ideal of sharing. Most of us would like to give what is left over. after our needs are met. We usually give from the surplus. But look at the widow. She gives from her own needs to the temple treasury. Yes, to be able to sacrifice for the well-being of others, to put others' needs before my own needs. This is the true mark of Christianity. And that is what we celebrate every day as we celebrate the Eucharist. Take this, all of you, and eat of it. There is a tendency today, both in leadership and in the followers, to get as much as one can and to give the minimum. It is in this context the gospel is so relevant today. How much am I able to give, not only what I have or what I am? The poor widow was a needy person, a person who had very little means, but she was willing to let go. May this gospel always challenge us to examine our own life, and true greatness, as Jesus has demonstrated in his life and in his teaching, is in giving. Our attention, our time, our interests, our resources, we put it at the disposal of God and his people so that we are truly happy and blessed people.